Hey guys, my name is Maria Guerrero. I'm a self-love coach and manifestation coach, and I wanted to start off the year 2022 by uploading my last big van life trip of France of 2 months in 2021. My goal for this year is to share more of my life with you guys, to do more vlogs, to be consistent here because I really love being here in YouTube. I love being a YouTuber. I love sharing my amazing life that I've manifested through my mind, through spirituality, and that I'm proud of. I'm sharing with you the tips, but also the results of my manifestation tools, my manifestation tips, my self-love inner healing work. And this is the result of it. So that's why I love to share my private life. It's not just about the tools for me and manifesting, it's about sharing what I've created, sharing with you guys that it's possible to live a magical life by sharing my magical life. So let's get started and share with you my last big adventure. So here we are celebrating before we crossed the border to France. We arrived on the southern west part of France. It was so gorgeous. The temperature was 70 degrees Fahrenheit day and night. I could not believe my eyes. How gorgeous, how perfect weather of what I asked. I wanted to be next to the ocean, surf, and be around kind, nice people, around beauty, and live in the coolest campsites through France. And that's exactly what I manifested. And this was in August. We went to the biggest dune of all Europe, which is in France. It took a lot of effort, a lot of work to get to the top, but man, was it worth it. The views, the scenery, the energy, oh my gosh. France is full of gems, guys. If you've never been to France, France has more than the Eiffel Tower, way more. The Eiffel Tower is only the peak of its beauty. Then about 2 weeks within our van life trip, I had to go back to Spain, guys, because I had to get my second shot. So this is me, the day of my shot, and this is what I had to say. 100%. Yesterday was a very rough day. Yeah, so I stayed in Spain for about 3 days for the shot to recover, and then I took a bus straight from Barcelona to France to continue my van life trip. So my partner waited for me in Bordeaux, France, which is a northern city of France. And I took a bus by myself, and it was so fulfilling, so freeing, just traveling by myself again. Then I arrived where my partner had waited for me for, I think, 3 days, and man, this was the first time I've been in this gorgeous city. It's full of culture, full of history, and full of color, and full of amazing people. This was my favorite part of the city. This infinity pool, I would say. This is where the children play, where everyone kind of socializes. Then, after having a small touristic day at this city, we decided to drive up to Bretagne, France, to our last campsite. Oh my gosh. So this is where we stayed for the next 3 weeks of our trip. Oh my gosh, so we had blackberries in our campsite, and I would pick them up and eat them every single morning. And we had this gorgeous, I guess, pond or river right in front of our campsite. So I had the views and the food and the vibes. And then, oh my gosh, we went here for the menhirs. And I never could have imagined that there were millions of menhirs. I was only expecting one every kilometer, but there was, oh my gosh, a sea, an ocean of menhirs, and the energy, I'm not kidding you. You can maybe feel it if you're sensitive enough of these sacred sites.
So check out my
and I was so connected to them. I started to sketch them. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous. And then here, my partner had to go back to Spain, so he flew back, and I bought this bike to travel around to keep me, mobile in the city because I don't have a driver's license in Europe. Look at where I am. In Menhir land. Look at all these gorgeous menhirs. I was surrounded by heaven. There's a jungle of them. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I designed a sacred geometry garden in California with a bunch of menhirs. And this is the first time that I've seen so many menhirs in a land. I feel like I'm looking at my garden design. I feel like I'm in my design right now. Manifestation. So these stones, they are placed on vortexes, on sacred sites, and they're aligned with the sun, with the cosmos, with the earth. And they have superpowers. They heal the site, they heal the people that come near them. And I've worked with them in the past years. I've actually studied sacred geometry. Then something beautiful happened. So we bumped into this butterfly tree, and then all these butterflies were flying on it, around it, and I couldn't believe my eyes how many butterflies there were. And wow, I want one of those trees. Then in this cute city, we went to go eat crepes. It was so delicious, guys. The people are so kind, the energy is so good. Guys, if you guys are sensitive energetically, Bretagne France is the place to go to recharge, to heal, to just feel aligned. And then I saw something that I never seen before. So this is the sea, the ocean around 11 a.m., right? You see how it's dry? And then every single minute you see the sea rising and rising and rising, and within 5 hours, literally that whole dry area that you just saw is filled with water. Oh my gosh, this crab wanted to eat me. Yeah, so there was a ton of oysters here that we opened and then that we ate.
How? I cut the feet. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, you can, of course.
Voilà.
Okay, perfect, yeah. And lemon?
Yeah, so she was teaching us how to eat it. So this was a super romantic date with my partner right in front of the ocean, eating Bretagne's typical traditional dish, which is oysters. It was so freaking good, guys. Such a magical experience. Then we went to go see one of the biggest menhirs in the area, and wow. And then we went to go see the biggest menhir in all Europe, which is broken. So you're seeing two parts of the menhir. So that's one part, and then the other one was a few meters away from it. So here you can see the scale of it. Then we continued our trip after 3 weeks in Karnak. We continued up and drove the entire perimeter of the Bretagne coast. And then we stopped at this cute, beautiful marketplace, which is one of my favorite things to do in any country that I visit. Just walk around, feel the energy, look at what people are selling, making, just explore, be curious. Then we went to go see my sacred geometry teacher in Bretagne, and we went to see these red stones, this Red Sea. Oh my gosh, it was so powerful. And then of course my teacher sent me to one of the most powerful energetic menhirs of Bretagne, and we were feeling its energy. So that was pretty much 7 weeks of France. Then we had to go back to Spain, of course, and this is San Sebastian. This is outside of Catalonia, the north side of Spain, and this is my favorite part of it. Seeing these kids, I got so inspired. I'm like, wow, I want to do this. This has been my dream since before living my dream life. It has been to surf, and they inspire me, and guess what? I'm living it now. So in this city, I learned also that people go out for tapas at night, which is people buying like small little dishes to just eat and socialize, and then they go to another one and then another one. So it's like a 15-minute little dish, and it was so much fun. We went to like 3 of them. Then we went southwest of Spain to the city of Bilbao, and we saw this Guggenheim Museum by a famous architect, and they were protesting in front of it. And wow, it was a gorgeous museum, but my favorite part of it all wasn't the building, it was what was inside. It was these gorgeous sculptural artworks by Sierra. And my gosh, it seriously took my breath away. And we were able to walk through them, around them. So these are the biggest highlights of our 2-month van life trip. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed living them and creating this vlog for you. And I will see you in the next vlog of my magical life.